Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Down here for this offense. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Wasting no time. He's going to go deep on the first play. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, I can't believe that this is how this game gets started. Very first play of the game, a shot downfield, and a touchdown. With all the buildup and all the hype, this is how we get started.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Inside deals now from the shotgun. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Well, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Rashada. Defense is coming after him. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. Keeping it on the ground here. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Now they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they're just able to get him down at the 1. So close.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Dawgs. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. They'll run it to the right side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That's reeled in. It's Campbell. He has 1st down yardage at the 46. The Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Looking downfield, it's Reed. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, A&M. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. PAT puts them in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for intent. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's that defense shifting again. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Aggies. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play.
Georgia 7.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Handoff from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Tailback with another carry. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Bell.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Ball handed off. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Dawgs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. It's just the middle, but gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The incompletion sets up a 3rd and goal from the 3. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation. And now you're in the red zone. You wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or you roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown.
He knocks this one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A 1-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. He's past the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey. question, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he'll let it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Punt over the middle. It's Etienne. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Georgia. It was a foot race, and he won it. Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Reed. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. First down here for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And the Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they won the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it deep to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. That's caught. It's Bell. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Using his legs, it's Etienne. Jukes past the defender, he's in the clear. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Catch made on the out route. And he's tackled after the catch.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. On the run here, lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This passing game is still on fire. Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He hands it off from the gun. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. And the Aggies come to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll run the option. As the first down is still going. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Back to pass. It's Reed. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
They'll run it here. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Handoff to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They look to throw it here on second down. Launching it. And he pulls in the catch. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they go in front here in the second half. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Back to throw. It's Rashada. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he make it to the marker? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense stays on the field. We're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. They'll hand it off. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Testing the right side here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it for a big gain. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. He's got it right near the end zone. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, A&M. And now they'll set up for the point after. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And here's the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
To the air, it's Rashada. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. First down, though. Going to the 37.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Frazier. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. It's complete downfield.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Scanning the field. It's Rashada. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense is still clicking. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And here comes a deep shot. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Touchdown, Dawgs. No chance to catch him. Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. It's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. No shot to bring him down. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
This quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Here comes a handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Aggies will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Boy, they sat back and prevent defense, and they still managed to get to the quarterback there.
Finding space at the 20. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Dawgs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Crucial third down play right here. Looking downfield, it's Rashada. Snags the quick throw. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line, set a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.